I've always wanted a heater for my pool, so I would like to thank TURBRO for sending me this beautiful heat pump to test out this week. Let's see how warm we can get my pool.
This hose just looks gross because it's the one I originally had. This one is a new hose that I just got. But this, you can see this number keeps going down because it's actually telling me what the temperature of my pool is currently. And then I have it set for 81. So right now it is 3:30 in the afternoon. The sun has just shown up on my pool, so it has no chance of getting warm anytime soon. So we're going to see how long it takes for this to get to 81. I'll be back. Okay, we've come up 1 degree, and I only run the pump at night from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Currently, I don't have a solar cover, but I am getting one, so I'm going to be adding that to see if that affects the heat loss overnight. So I am very impressed, though. The water coming out of the outlet is, you can feel how warm it is. So I am fully confident that the pool will be warmed up, and if I ran it for a longer period of time, I'm sure that it would go much quicker. But currently at 77 even, I am quite pleased with the results that I'm seeing, and the pool is quite comfortable. I'll keep you posted. Okay, it is Saturday. I installed this pool heat pump on Sunday last week, and I got the solar cover on Wednesday. So on Sunday, my pool was at 76 because we had just come out of a heat wave. That's as high as my pool ever gets with just the sun and the heat. And then, of course, it goes back to normal because there's no external heating source keeping it warm. But now, with this beautiful little heat pump, we have reached 81 degrees. We are very dusty back here. But we have reached 81. I actually put it up the other night to 83. I run my pool filter on the low setting. So this is 6 to 8 hours a night running the filter with the heat pump each night. And then after Wednesday, starting with the solar cover. So we put it up within a week, because we put it up last Sunday. Tuesday, it had only gotten up to 77 degrees. And then adding the solar cover gave it the insulation that it needed to be able to increase the temperature. So you don't need to run it for an extraordinary amount of time in order for it to heat up the pool. So my pool is a 12 by 20. I think it's around 6,500 gallons, which the M18 was made for, this particular model. What I will note is that the only thing that was not included in the box with the pump was the extra hose that you will need, because you have to disconnect this hose from the filter and then connect a new hose between the filter and the pump. So I did not know that until I opened everything up to start setting up, and then had to go to the pool supply store for the hose. The connectors that screw onto here, you can bring them with you to the store to make sure that you're getting the right hose. This one is 1.5. They either come in 1.5 or in 1 1/4. But I am extremely happy that within a week, again with a solar cover, because I'm only running it for 6 hours, I was able to bring the pool from 76 after a heat wave to 81, and the temperature outside for this week after that heat wave hasn't broken 80. So there was no outside sources that were going to heat up my pool. My pool doesn't sit in the sun until, I don't think the sun hits my pool until like 2:30 or so. So there's no like noon sun warming it up. It's all in the shade because of, those guys up there.
Oh, also, I have my pool filter on a plug that turns on and off with my Alexa device. So it turns on at 10 o'clock at night and turns off at 4 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure which one I set it for. So as soon as the filter turns off and the water stops flowing, the heat pump turns off automatically. So I don't have to worry about the heat pump running with no water going to it. And then when the filter turns back on at night, the heat pump turns on automatically again. So I do like that feature that it turns off automatically. I highly recommend this pump if you have a pool that is similar to mine, where it doesn't get a whole lot of sun, it doesn't get warmed up past, 76 again was a high for us even after a heat wave, and we were not using the pool as much as we wanted to because of the fact that it just wasn't warm enough. It wasn't comfortable. We're all going to use the pool much more often. So definitely very happy with this particular heat pump. If you're in the market, definitely consider this guy.